We are officially 9 years old. Can you believe it? Next year, this time, we're a decade old. Absolutely amazing. And for 10 years, we have been doing one thing. We have been giving South Africans a proper, genuine alternative to traditional jobs. 10 years ago, when Rob and I sat down in 2015, we wanted to solve the problem we have in South Africa. And that is that South Africans don't have any way of creating a proper income for themselves. Traditional jobs, yeah, they're out there, but as we know, they're diminishing every year, less and less, by a couple 100,000. And every year, we've got a couple 100,000 matriculants entering the market with no hope. With no hope of getting a job. You guys know it. You've seen it. And we wanted to solve that problem. We wanted to give South Africans something legitimate that they could do to build an income, not just once off, not transactional income, where they had to like sell something and get commission. That's not what we wanted to do, because that didn't solve the problem. We wanted to create an income that was there every single month for the rest of their lives, and hopefully for the lives of their children and grandchildren that would come afterwards. We wanted to create an asset. Now, we all came out of the insurance space. That's what we are traditionally, is an insurance business. And we knew that in the insurance space, that's exactly what we do. We build portfolios of people who purchase our products and services. They pay for them every month. And as an insurance business, we get income every month. Every month we go and we get more people to take our products and services and to pay. And every month our income is bigger and bigger and bigger. That's how all the insurance companies work. And we thought, well, can we not offer that mechanism, that tool, to South Africans? Can we not create a way where they can create a portfolio of people who are creating a monthly income for themselves? And what we did is we created DuePoint. And in this DuePoint system, we had to get very clever about what it would be that you would do to create these portfolios, because you are not licensed FSPs. You don't have NQF level, no, some of you do, but not all of you have NQF level 5 education, years of experience in the industry, and have written all the regulatory exams. You haven't. So we said, well, what if you could just connect people to us? What if we could ask South Africans just to connect people to us, the insurance business? What does that mean? Show them this presentation. That's all we said. Couldn't we get them just to show South Africa our introduction presentation? Because if we could get them to just connect people to this, we could do the rest of the work. We're licensed. We're KIs. We've written regulatory exams. I've been in this industry so long, I've seen 56 pieces of legislation come through. We could do the rest of the work if we could just get you to connect South Africans to us. By connecting South Africans to us, you would give us the opportunity then to facilitate the sale of our products and our services to these individuals. And from that, we'd be able to create that income and share it with you. And then we said, well, what if we could get people to build teams of people that connect South Africans to us? This would then offer them leverage. This would give South Africans the ability to grow beyond themselves. You see, the limitation of traditional employment is that you can only work 8 hours a day, and you only got 2 hands, especially professionals. If you're a doctor or a dentist, you know what I mean when I say that the moment you stop working, your income stops. There's no further income for you. And it is the same for most people. They get a set salary every single month, and it doesn't change. How many of you work to be the employee of the month? You know what they give you as the employee of the month? An A4 picture of yourself in a frame. That's what you get as employee of the month. It doesn't change anything for you. And you killed yourself. You went above and beyond everybody else, and they gave you the same thing. And then you don't have any control over dictating an increase, a promotion, a bonus. And you also don't have any control over that company going under. In an economy like ours, where hundreds of companies are folding a year, you don't have any control of maintaining that job. Now, if we can make you self-employed, if we can let you become contractors of ours that have one task, just connect people to these presentations, we've now given you a whole lot of control. You now have the control to control how much your income increases every single month. You get to control whether you want to work or you don't want to work, and how much you want to work every single month. We give you that control. You, however, take the risk of being self-employed. What does that mean? That means that when the alarm goes off in the morning, you actually have to get yourself out of bed. There isn't a boss waiting for you at the office to fire you if you don't arrive. You've got to get up. You've got to work all day without somebody whipping you over the back. And you've got to decide whether you're going to work late or weekends, all in the pursuit of your objective. That's what being self-employed is. But if we look at the world today, people have moved towards self-employment, have they not? If we look at Africa today, if we look at America and Australia, people are self-employed because the traditional form of income, with all of its disadvantages, is also just slowly disappearing. And so we at DuePoint give you this ability, and in addition, we allow you to go above and beyond your 8 hours a day by building teams of people. And these teams that you build do the same thing you do, just connect people to these presentations. Isn't that wonderful? That's freeing. That's freeing. You don't have to do anything else other than press play. Press play and show them the intro. But what do I tell them? You talk to them about creating an income for themselves. That's your conversation. Do you want to create an income for yourself? Yes, right, play. There, I've just done your full sales training for you. Do you see what I'm saying? That's what we produced. And then, when these individuals that we've worked with then have purchased products and services and paid for them, we can now pay you. And we pay you in 3 ways. The first is through our returns program. Our returns program is going to pay you 55 Rand every time somebody pays for a product or a service. You see, we don't pay you for people. It's not a referral business. It's not affiliate marketing. It's none of those things. Okay, you can bring 10,000 people here. If nobody pays, you don't get paid. But where we're able to get people to buy our products and services and pay for them, then we can give you that 55 Rand, not once off, but every single month, and for every product and service that they take. So if individuals take more than one product or service, then you earn more than 155 Rand. This is giving you leverage again. You're able to expand your own ability. You're able to create multiple streams of income with us. You then earn off of the back of your team's efforts as well, without any limitation. There's no limitation to your income at DuePoint. We don't say to you, oh, you can only earn to this point or to this amount of money. As long as you qualify to earn, you can build a team as big as you like. Now, this is an interesting thing because what that's just done is it's changed DuePoint from being a hobby into being a career. See, DuePoint is a career choice. It's not a hobby choice. It's not a side hustle. That's not what we are. We are that alternative to your career choice in the traditional space. We want you to put in 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years into this business. We want the 18-year-olds that are coming out of matric to start connecting individuals to us and spend decades building their asset, their portfolio with us. Imagine the future prospect for them doing this as opposed to trying to find a traditional job. Here from day one, they're in control. From day one, everything they do will return as an output to them. You saw that on Saturday, didn't you? You saw how this business is input-output. And that's what we're offering to people through our returns program. You have the ability to far exceed anything you could earn with traditional employment with us. And we've proven it over a decade. 99% of the individuals that have earned with us have earned more than they did with their traditional jobs. But they had to do the work. They had to be responsible because now they were self-employed. We're not going to run after you. Rob and I are not chasing you on a Monday morning to get out of bed, to get dressed, to get showered, and to get to work. You have to make that choice by yourself. That's the risk you take with us here at DuePoint. The second way that you earn with us is through our training program. We're going to teach you. We're going to educate you about how to create wealth and manage that wealth, how our economy works, understanding this part of the financial sector, and of course, how to be a wealth engineer with us. We're going to teach you all these things. And as we teach you, you're going to earn XP points in our XP Rewards program. They accumulate, they never disappear. And as your channel or your asset, your portfolio grows, and you achieve the XP quest by doing the work, and we meet those 2 criteria, we rank you up. It's just a title in our training program, but it indicates to us how experienced you've become in building with us at DuePoint. How experienced you are in creating your own asset with us. And as you reach milestones in that training program, we reward you. Has any of your jobs ever rewarded you for doing training? No, but we do here. We give you not only the training, but a map. As you reach each rank, we give you the next map. It's barrels on the horizon that you can work towards as you're building your wealth and your asset with us. We guide you through that process. And as you reach each destination, each barrel, each rank, we reward you. And it's with cash, largely, that gets bigger and bigger, because that's the business we're in, isn't it? We're not here for our health. We're not here for goodies. We don't want a packet of groceries. That's not what we want. I've seen those. We want you to become financially empowered. And so we give you checks. But along the way, we do put in a few important things. About a quarter of the way through the program, about rank 9, it's 28 MAT ranks at the moment, about rank 9, we start showing you that the work is worth it. See, it's not easy to get to rank 9. It requires work. So when you get there, we want you to know that what you did was worth it, and that you'll go and do it again because you'll be rewarded again. And so we take you and your family away in December every year for the rest of your life. All expenses paid, 5-star luxury. In December. You know when the kids are on school holiday? Not like in the middle of August when it's winter and cheap and you can't get your kids out of school. No, we go in summer. We go in summer. And we try and go every year to somewhere different. And we try and take you to where the wealthy go. So that as you're languishing in the swimming pool, drinking your pina colada, you go, that really hard year that I've just put in to do the work I did to build my asset was worth it. It was worth it. You can't say that about your jobs. What do we know people do in December in South Africa? Nothing. They shut down because they've had a whole year of slave labor. We all know it. We all know it. You work 11 months of the year for nothing. And so in South Africa, we've made it a tradition of doing nothing in December to recover. That's our gift to ourselves. But here at DuePoint, we're going to do the opposite. First of all, you're going to know that the work you did was worth it because of the growth of your asset and income with us. And then we're going to take you away so that you can realize just how worth it is building an asset and an income with us at DuePoint. We've been going away now for all 9 years. And so we can show you real wealth engineers, real people that for a decade have been building income with us and realizing it's worth it every year. Oh, it looks worth it, doesn't it? Hey? I don't have my closing slide anymore. We've made some fiddled with new videos. I need to put a slide back in. But look at all the places we've been to. I was looking at that now going, that's 10 years of memories. 10 years. You know, when Donnie went on that first trip with us and Patrick and Pumi went on their first trip, their kids were this big. This big. and this big. In fact, Donnie's kids used to look after my kids, you know, that were this big. Now they're too old to come with, and they don't want to come with anymore. They're like, no, I'm going on my own holiday. That's how big they've all got. This last one, we went to Dubai. Yami's son went to Scotland to play soccer. And yet he was in nappies when he came the first time. This is 10 years. 10 years of memories. You look at all of that. And you hadn't even heard about DuePoint, had you? Yeah. Or you had and said, that's a scam. Not. Here we are, 10 years later, taking people. More. The group gets bigger and bigger. We took a picture of just the adults this year. Just the adults. And it's just getting, we're running out of wide angle for the group that's coming with us. Rank 9 every single year. Everyone can come. Everyone who's rank 9 comes on the trip every year. But this year, like we do most years, we're running our Nautilus Challenge. And our Nautilus Challenge says, you're brand new here, that's okay. Would you like to come and sample a rank 9 trip? Would you like to have a sampler? Well, why don't you come with us by doing the requirements of our Nautilus Challenge? You have to do 1/3 of what a rank 9 would need. 1/3. But you got until the 30th of September. If you can do that 1/3 of the criteria, by the 30th of September, you can come and sample our conference trip this year. We got a brand new location we're going to this year. It's going to be exotic. It's going to be luxury. Your TikTok account's going to explode. Would you like to come and sample it? Well, you got 8 months. You put your head down, you do the work, you achieve what you need for the Nautilus Challenge, and we'll take you with us even though you're not a rank 9. You can talk to those that have been with us on the Nautilus Challenge. There's a few here. You can talk to them what it did for them to come and attend one of our rank 9 trips. Just come and see what we do. I mean, it's a working trip. It's a working trip. Yes, they'd rest a little bit, but every day we got something we're doing. This is for work, and it's worth it. It's worth, you ask any one of them how amazing it was, and they'll tell you it's worth it. Well, you've got 8 months still, ladies and gentlemen. 8 months right now. Not in March and June, and right now. You start now. You get to come with us at the end of this year. Talk to the people who've been on our Nautilus trips. And then scattered between the ranks as well, we have 4 motor vehicles for you. Why? Because we know in South Africa, the average South African doesn't have a motor car. And a motor car is a tool of wealth creation. It gives you economic freedom. And so one of the things we've been the most proud of over the last 10 years is our ability to equip people with motor cars. They're not branded. They're not rented from us. We don't give them to you and take them away. You don't finance them through us. It's your car. You get it. If you can get to rank 11, 16, 21, and 25, I think it is, or 26, you get a car that's worth exponentially more. I think you guys could find a car that's worth this much. And if you want to see people going rank 11, go watch YouTube. Go watch Facebook. Go and see over the last 9 years, people getting to rank 11 and beyond and getting their cars. Everything's available to you online. Jump on our YouTube channel. You can see all the ranks, all the trips, it's all open, available in the public domain for you. So go and watch them and see how exciting the journey of DuePoint is. How many of you have got more than one garage at home? Huh? Donnie's got, he's been building on because he knows the program. Okay. You're going to need 4. So you might as well start building now. Huh? You're going to need 4 for what you get here. All righty. Okay, and the last way that we reward you through this process is through our Achievers Quest. Now, Achievers Quest is solving another problem. So we've given you the XP Rewards, which is to teach you how to do this business. We've given you the base earnings through our returns program, which is the income that will make you wealthy. But we know that there's one problem remaining, and that is how we get you to go from what you're doing now to doing this full time. We've got to pull you out of the income you're creating, wherever you're creating it now, and get you to do this full time. So we have to bridge the gap so that you don't lose out in between. And we use our Achievers Quest to bridge that gap for you. It says that if you can connect 20, 30, or 40 people in a month, and we can get them to pay for a product or a service, well then you're going to get an extra 5, 10, or 15,000 Rand, 20,000 Rand every month that you do it. Every month that you do it. So if you can put 40 people in and we can get them to pay for a product, you get 20,000 Rand on top of the training rewards, on top of the returns. You get this. Now what that does is it means that while your returns are growing, while you're building your asset, we're able to bridge the gap with whatever you're earning now with our Achievers checks. Every month, hundreds of people are getting these things. It's getting a little nuts. We try and send out an emailer with everybody that's in, and the list is just getting longer and longer. Eventually, it's going to start crashing email servers, with people that are using it to bridge, get their returns up, and start really doing this full time with us. You have that opportunity. And then for those of you who really start putting your heads down and doing the building, building means connecting and connecting people. If you can connect 5 or more people every month for 3 months, you get to be part of our Beginners Builders Club, Growth Club. It's called our Argonauts Club. We bring you once a month in from around the country. It's an online meeting, and you get to rub shoulders with the biggest and the best in our business, where you get to swap tips and strategies and techniques with guys that have been doing this for years, and they teach you how to accelerate quickly through this. It's probably the most effective tool we have for allowing wealth engineers to succeed at DuePoint. In fact, everybody that goes through Argonauts ultimately ends up succeeding, whereas those that don't join Argonauts take a hell of a long time before they get to the same finish line. And so I encourage you, what do you got to do to be in this club? Minimum of 5 people a month for 3 months, and then you can start joining us in this. In here, there's all sorts of other incentives. If you can become an Argonaut captain, then what you require for the Nautilus Challenge is dropped by 20%. So it's now 20% easier to join us on the Rank 9 trip. All sorts of things built into that club. Definitely worth doing the work. As a wealth engineer with us, or as a product or service owner, you get 3 daily benefits automatically. The daily benefits are there to help you save money and live a better South African experience without having to connect a single person to us. If you jump onto our website and you click About Us there and Daily Benefits, you'll find videos on each one of these services that you get that tell you everything you need to know about them. But what you do know is that even for someone who doesn't connect somebody here to DuePoint, there's value in being involved with DuePoint. It's 299 Rand a month to be a wealth engineer with us. It's every month. It's not once off. That seems to be a question that comes up a lot. And the next question that comes up is, what do I get for the $299? And what that tells me is you haven't been listening to me for the last 25 minutes. That's what it tells me. And there's a lot of people, as soon as you hear the money, everyone's ears pick up. Okay? Huh? $299? What? What am I getting? So let's summarize again what you get for the $299. You get the only asset-based, recurring income creation system in the country today. The only one. Okay? We have not had somebody come to us and say, no, there's another one that builds an asset that produces an income for you on a recurring basis. That's what DuePoint is. That's what you get for your $299. In addition, you're going to get the cash quests and rewards that help you bridge the gap from what you're doing to doing this full time. We're going to give you all the frills, the trips, local, overseas, the cars, except we're actually going to deliver on them. And we've been delivering on them for nearly a decade now. And all the evidence is there for you to see in public online. YouTube, Facebook, go and look. You'll see it there. That's included in your $299. You're going to get our 3 daily benefits. If you were to buy those 3 by yourself, it would cost you more than 299 Rand a month. But you get it included in there. And then you're going to get our world-class training program. Why do we know it's world-class? Because people copy us all the time. That training program you get, all included in your $299. But in addition to all of that, you're going to get cutting-edge technology at your fingertips, updated and improved continuously. You're going to get a client service team that will look after you Monday to Friday, all your queries. You're going to get our full compliance team, an audit team, an accounting team, an audiovisual team. You're going to get all the presentations and the broadcasts and everything that comes with it, all in your $299. Okay. All right. But you can, of course, take one of our products. You're welcome to take 1, 2, 3, 5, 7 of our products and services as well if you'd like. And then you don't pay the $299. We don't double charge you here. There's not a business fee and this and that. And no, we don't want this to be a financial burden. We want this to be very easy financially. Where is the payment that you make to be involved at DuePoint? It's the time and the effort and taking on the risk of being self-employed. That's your real payment for being at DuePoint. The financial strain is very little. It's either $299 to be just a wealth engineer with us, or you pay to have one of our products or more of our products. And our products are the full spectrum. We've got funeral cover. Many of you want it, 20, 30, 40, 50,000. We're life insurance, primary health care, mechanical warranties, tax-free investments. We've got it all. Go onto our website, ladies and gentlemen. Go onto the website. Click on our products section. Click the products picture that looks like this, and there's a video that explains all the products to you. Terms, conditions, benefits, waiting periods, good, bad, the ugly. We show you everything on all of them, and then you can pick which one you want. That's up to you, ladies and gentlemen. And it's not your task as a wealth engineer to talk to people about it. What are you talking to people about? The income. The income. Some of you said it. The income creation. That's what we're here for. This is my side of the business. This is DuePoint's side of the business over here. Your task is connecting people to our introduction presentation. All of our products are underwritten by the major insurers and administrators in South Africa. You know them all. Santam, you've heard of Santam? I hope so. If you haven't, I don't know where you've been. Bright Insurance, Old Mutual Generic, all the guys you know. That's who the products are if you choose to take one of our products. You know who you're dealing with here at DuePoint. Homegrown, South African, regulated. That's who we are at DuePoint. So if you want to become a wealth engineer this evening, super easy. You're going to talk to the person who's connected you here this evening. They'll walk you through the process of getting the application completed online, and they'll help you out and get a wealth engineer. For everything that you do, you are going to have to provide us with your FICA documentation. You can cry and moan as much as you like. We will offer you no service until such time as we have your ID or passport and some form of proof of residence. Get creative, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I don't have a proof of residence. Yes, you do. Go to your landlord, ask them for a letter and a copy of their ID. Like, there's always something you can do. Okay? Give us your FICA documentation, and then you get client service, you get all the rewards, everything starts coming alive the moment you give us our your FICA documentation. It's not something we can avoid anymore, ladies and gentlemen. We're not doing this to be mean to you, I promise you. It's the regulation. Welcome to the financial services industry. Okay. You're going to jump onto our website if you don't know anybody to point you in that direction. It's www.DuePoint.net. On here, you will find the Getting Started section at the top and in the middle. You'll find our products menu at the top. Remember, I told you that. You can go and watch all the videos there. You can click About and Daily Benefits. That'll give you the video training on all of our daily benefit services that you can get from us. And then, of course, our store, which we'll get back to a little bit later. Everything you need is on our website. Some of you may have difficulty downloading the app on your phone. There are some very unusual phones out there. Then just go Google DuePoint.net, and our website's on your phone, and it does 99% of what the app does anyway. All right. And then, number 2, we need you to download the app. The app is going to give you the best functionality being here at DuePoint with us. The app is totally free. It's on all the major stores. Put it on your phone. You now have the tool to connect people to DuePoint, manage your channel, and do the training. It's all in your app. And then the third thing we want you to do is to do the training. This is incredibly important. And I know it's important because I've been talking to a couple of our long-term wealth engineers, and they've been saying how they have to drive their guys to watch the training because they don't have time. Really? It's interesting how people have time for poverty, but they don't have time for wealth. It's very interesting. Folks, when you open up the app, you're going to push the button at the bottom right-hand corner called Tools, and it is going to open up in Getting Started. This is the best way to get started at DuePoint. In the Getting Started section, you're going to have all these videos lined up on top of each other. Just push the watch button. And once you're done, swipe up, watch the next one. Swipe up. They're 2 to 6 minutes long each. You don't have time. Well, here's a pro tip. When you're lying in bed tonight, watch a few videos. Tomorrow night, watch a few videos. The next night, watch a few videos. Some of them might help you fall asleep. It'll be great. It's a win-win for you. You learn and it snoozes you. Hey? It's all in there for you. For every video you watch, you're going to get XP points towards the rewards program. So you're making progress. But more importantly is you're learning. You're learning how to connect people. You're learning how the app works. You're learning how our business works. Go and do the training. I promise you will not regret it. Once you're done with that, you just push the little down arrow. It becomes an up arrow, and a whole lot of menus open up where you can dive in and you get all sorts of learnings from slightly more advanced training in this business, tips and techniques from other wealth engineers that have come before you, products, videos if you want to learn about the product you've taken, that video's in there, and all sorts of other things, shorts about all sorts of training like understanding how to claim and understanding FICA documents and all that. It's all in there. It's all in there. And you get XP for watching all of it. There must be now close on 50 to 60,000 XP points just in the training videos. So go and do the training, and you're pumping. You're pumping. You then know how to do this business. You'll also know that all you need to do is connect 3 people who've paid, and you've paid, and everyone starts earning. That's a minimum of 165 Rand if everybody takes a single product or service and pays for it, and you're getting 165 back on your 299. You're already earning. Put a handful more people in, and you're going to be making more money than we're taking from you. And that is our objective at DuePoint, is to get you to earn. And so do the work. And remember, we said 5 people 3 months in a row, you're part of the Argonauts. Build this team. Use the Achievers Quest. It's in your first 3 months. We'll give you 1,000 Rand bonus if you get 5 in and paid. You get all of this thing to get you traction, to get you moving, not to cost you, but to help you build a completely different future. Everything you need is online. This business is completely open sunshine. Everything you need to know about DuePoint is public knowledge. It's on our YouTube and Facebook pages, Instagram, TikTok, you name it. We're everywhere. You can find everything, and of course our website. Go and dig through these things, and you'll find what you need. We've got the physical tools for you too. If you jump onto our website, the store button, you'll find loads of stuff you can purchase there, and we'll deliver it to you via courier. Now you've got the conversation starters, the professional tools. They make you look better in your conversation and connecting people to DuePoint. Go and get them. Those of you in the studio audience, you can purchase them over the counter this evening. They're in the glass cabinet. You can buy them while you're here. All right, so the upcoming plan for this week, this is a head down, shoulder to the wheel week. We had all of our celebrations last week and special presentations. This week is about connecting. Get our heads down, get people connected to DuePoint. This introduction presentation is, of course, recorded. You can go to it from the moment we're done tonight, and you can connect people to it 24 hours a day. But we will be repeating this presentation again tomorrow at 6:30, Thursday at 6:30, and Saturday morning at 9 via our Facebook page. Don't come here. Join the community online. Bring your guests. Connect them to this introduction presentation throughout this week. This is the hard work week. We get our heads down, and we get people connected all week long, 7 days a week through here. We will see you online. And then for those of you who rank 4 and above, Converge is coming quickly. And for those of you who are working towards getting to rank 4, hey, you've got 3 days. You've got 3 days. I hope you're nearly there. I hope your heads are down and you are going to the last minute on the last day. Connecting people. Because we want you to be rank 4. If you're rank 4 at the February's consolidation of January's results, you'll be joining us at Converge, our biggest recognition event of the year. Brand new venue. Rob's been meeting people and event organizers, and it's going to be crazy. It's going to be epic. Really a massive event, and I think many of you are working towards coming. Get the work done. The next 3 days. Don't stop because it's the end of January. You keep going to the last minute. We want you to be coming with us to Converge on the 8th of March. All right, as we do every week, we've got a live Q&A now. Any questions you wish to ask me about the business, the products, anything you want. Rob's all like, you can only ask me this, and this. Well, I'm open. You can ask me anything you like. Type it in the chat now, even if you wrote it earlier. If the community's answered your question, it's not going to come through to me, so accept their answer. They know what they're talking about. If they don't, it'll come to me. We do get a lot of comments, like crazy, so sometimes your question will get lost. If it is lost, don't stress. You've always got our client service team that you can call or email during the week, and they'll answer your questions for you. And, of course, the training will cover many of your questions. So while everybody's warming up, you guys here are also welcome to ask me any questions if you've got questions on this. Please don't be shy. I'll only judge you for a minute, then we'll answer the question, okay? But let's warm you up a little bit. The 4 most common questions, if I can remember them. I can always only remember 3 of the 4 most common questions. The first one is, do I have to pay every month? Yes. This is, you'd like me to pay you every month, which means you have to pay every month. The second question is, I'm a foreign national. Can I do this business? Absolutely. Anybody who lives in South Africa, as long as you're legit, you've got the paperwork, you're welcome to join DuePoint. When you're filling out the application form, just push the down arrow next to SAID, and it'll give you a whole lot of options. Select the valid one, and you can join, but you need to build in South Africa. If you're outside of South Africa, we can't help you, unfortunately. You've got to be in South Africa with your own valid South African bank account that we can debit. It's got to be yours, okay? So that's the criteria on that. Can my family join me in this business? Yes, they can, if they are not at the same address as you. If they live in the same house as you, then they cannot be part of your channel. This is a fraud prevention measure, so kick them out. This is time. If they are old enough to be a wealth engineer, They're old enough to live by themselves. So kick them out, then they can join your channel. But if they are living at the same address as you, even if it's in a different house on the same property, it can't be in your channel. This is an anti-fraud mechanism. Okay. I think that's all 4 of them. I think I did well, didn't I? Yeah, I got all 4 of them this evening. Okay, I hope that warmed you up. I hope that answered some of your questions on there. I'm trying to think of any other common ones that come up. I can't really think of any. Jane, have we got any coming through? Nothing on the stream. There's got to be something on the stream. Casper, yeah.
One of my people that joined was just concerned that when you join, it toggles and says that your first deduction order of $2.99 will go off tomorrow at the 29th.
Yes, yeah,
right?
yeah.
And then your first deduction order recurring will then
Be the whatever date you've selected, the date you've selected,
so
yeah.
will both those go off, or will only the product that you then chose go off?
Okay, so kind of multiple question, I like it. So Casper's just said when you're filling out the application form, you might find that your first payment is tomorrow, and then you select your recurring debit order date. And I'm going to tackle 2 things. One, you didn't ask, but it's the thing. Why is it that I have to pay tomorrow? Well, that is channel dependent. So channel means that the person who's connected you can make the choice of saying, I only want people joining my team if they show me they're committed and they pay tomorrow. That's a choice they have. It's in our app. You can choose otherwise. When you join, you can choose an option that says, no, people can choose when their first debit order date is. This is a philosophical and moral choice you can make. We give you the option in the app. So if you have to pay tomorrow, the person who's connected you has decided they want skin on the table. And I can appreciate that. You want in? Right. Pay your 299 Rand tomorrow, and I know you're being serious. Otherwise, don't join. Nobody's chaining you to this business. You join at your own choice. Okay. So that's the first one. So what Casper asked, however, is he said, will both debit orders go off in the same month? Theoretically. No. So at DuePoint, there's always only 1 payment per month. Okay, per product. Obviously, if you take 7 products, you're going to pay all 7 each month. Okay, but there's always only 1 payment. So if you pay tomorrow and say, okay, let's say you want your debit order to run on the 30th every month, but the first debit order is tomorrow, the 29th. It's not going to hit you on the 29th and the 30th. It's going to hit you on the 29th this month, and then it's going to hit you on the 30th the next month, which in February would be the 28th, incidentally. But you know what I mean. It won't ever hit you twice in 1 month. Now, what it can do, though, is if you selected the 1st as your regular date. When is the 1st? That's in 4 days' time. And when is tomorrow? Tomorrow. So it's going to hit you tomorrow for January, and it's going to hit you on Monday for February. So be aware of that, okay? Be aware of that. That doesn't mean we double debited you. It means you had 1 payment in each month, because you want to earn each month, you see? So it always selects 1. So just be aware that will only happen once as you come into the business. It's not going to hit you like that every month, because then thereafter, it'll hit you on the 1st every month. It's not going to hit you twice. So just be aware of that. Near the end of the month, this can become an issue as people pay now and then pay on the 1st. It kind of struggles to that. All right, there was a question here. I'm going to get you now, Samuel. Yeah?
So supposing you've got 2 people.
Yes.
They're not married or anything
Yeah.
like that, but they're living in the same house.
Yes, yes. So are they family?
No.
No.
So but they're not with staying in the same address.
Yes, but they're not family. You see, so the question is, if you've got 2 people living in the same house, but they're not family, can they sign up in each other's channels? Yes, they can. They're not family. It's a family thing. And I did a talk once about why there's fraud involved in this. You can go dig it up in one of our training sessions somewhere. But it's an anti-fraud mechanism. Samuel, you had a question here.
Okay, going back to the payment, say wealth engineer joins on the 10th,
Yep.
and then they go through the product and they love family wealth.
Yes.
They decide to upgrade the same month.
Yes, to that family.
So they were hit on the
10th,
10th,
yes.
the 11th,
Yeah.
and now they're upgrading on the 18th.
Yes.
And the first payment for family wealth is the 21st.
Yes.
Are they going to get it twice?
No. So you're always only going to get hit once. So you've got to be aware of that. You'd have to specifically call client service and say to them, listen, I need you to bill me now for that product because I want the cover or the service of that product right now. Because what will happen is you'll have paid your $2.99. The system will go, great. You've got your payment for the month. Tick. Oh, you want this product? No problem. What day? The 28th. Okay, well, next month on the 28th, I'll take that payment, which means that only next month you'll get the benefit of that product or service. So you just got to be aware. If you want the benefit of that product right now, you're going to have to call client service. They'll do a manual raise in the current month so that you can get the benefit of that product. So you don't get the benefit of that product because you paid your $2.99. That's a separate payment for a separate service. If you want that product, you've got to make a payment for that specific product. if you want it right now. If you set for the 28th and it goes off next month, then from next month you get it. Yeah, good example, good example. Ayobakwe. Ayobakwe? Gordon. I'm going to call you Gordon. Gordon. I'm from the Northwest. I'm working in Northern Cape. Can I use a proof of residence in Northern Cape? Your proof of residence is your regular residence. So if you work somewhere and you live there, even if your home is somewhere else, if you work and live there regularly, that's the proof of residence you need to give us. But that needs to be the address you've put in our system at the application stage. Okay, so if you've put your home address in, then we're going to need a FICA doc of your home address. But if you've said, no, this is where I live and work really, even though I go home on holidays, this is the address that should be in your application form, and this is the address you'll have to give us a FICA doc for. Okay, good question though. I like it. Yes.
I know it's a negative question.
There's no negative questions.
If you go bankrupt,
If you go bankrupt,
like if the company goes bankrupt.
well, then you stop earning. It's interesting. That question that you asked now, the last time I was asked that question was in 2016. This is really interesting, and it's a good question. It's a very good question. So the question being asked is one I haven't had for 10 years, which I love. But let's answer the question. What happens if DuePoint closes their door tomorrow? Okay, so let's add up a bunch of things. Let's say, start with what have you lost? Because that's important. What do you lose if DuePoint closes its doors tomorrow? Do you lose 100,000 Rand worth of Bitcoin that's out of your pension fund? No, you don't. Did you have to buy 80,000 Rands worth of training material? I'm just mentioning, some of the people and things that I've heard of. Have you had to buy 15,000 Rands worth of groceries? No. You've paid 299 Rand. I've got a feeling you'll recover from that blow. Okay?
Just on
That,
the continuance of your children, grandchildren.
that,
which is,
all that ends at DuePoint is your ability to create this income from the system we've created. Because even your products, those with the insurers, they carry on. Because remember, those are not my products.
they're underwritten by.
They're not underwritten. They are Santam's products. They are Genric's products. They are Bright's products. They're not my products.
So the contract
Is with them.
direct.
Is with them, yes.
So you're cutting out the middleman.
Exactly.
Okay.
You go straight to them when you go through our portal, our website. You go straight. So now, DuePoint closes down. You still got your funeral plan. You still got your mechanical. You still got your primary health care. You haven't lost anything. But maybe you didn't take a product. You just became a wealth engineer and paid your $299. You've lost it. Now, that's an unlikely scenario. A more likely scenario is you join DuePoint, you connect a whole bunch of people, you start earning. Maybe you're earning a couple hundred Rand, maybe you're earning a couple thousand Rand, maybe like some of our guys, tens of thousands of Rands every month. And you earn it for 2 or 3 or 4 years, and then we shut our doors. What did you lose? Absolutely. Did you gain?
Yes.
You gain. For 3 or 4 years, you earned a good couple of thousand Rand, maybe hundreds of thousands of Rands. You got a car, you went on holiday with us, and we closed our doors. Did you lose anything? We specifically designed DuePoint that there is no loss. What you're going to lose is your time, your energy, and your commitment. That's the price you pay to be here, but that's the price every entrepreneur pays.
You would have had that loss
At anywhere that you did anything, you would have had that same loss, exactly. So it's actually an excellent question. It really is an excellent question, because your fear should not be that we close down. That should not be your fear.
That's why I said it was a negative question.
Yes.
but one that-
It's in people's heads. But we've been around for 9 years on the 8th of February. We're kind of doing okay. If you guys work harder, we'll definitely last. So here's a pro tip. Work harder and we'll stick around. Okay. Wonder. I can do Wonder Smith. If someone just wants to buy a product but does not want to do recruiting, what's the procedure and are there any income from that? So absolutely, you can do all sorts of combinations at DuePoint. If you just want to take a product, it's no problem. All you do, fill out the application form for the wealth engineer. That's your process. Go through it, sign the debit order for the $299, even though you don't want to be a wealth engineer. Then at the end of the application form, it says, would you like to upgrade to a product? Step number 3. Click yes, select the product that they want, fill out the product application form, and it will remove the $299 debit order for being a wealth engineer and replace it with the product's debit order, the price of the product. And then they can sit back and do absolutely nothing. They'll get all the daily benefits and all of that sort of jazz, but they don't have to do anything. They're just a product owner, happiness. Obviously, they don't earn if they're not connecting people to us. The model requires connection in order for us to distribute income. Okay, so It's a good question. You're able to be a wealth engineer with a product, or just be a product owner. We give you all the combinations. You can do what you like. But you only earn if you do the connections to us, and we're able to convert them into paid products and services. All right, some great questions tonight. We don't want to get some silly ones. These are great ones. Yes. Yes. For the first 3 months. Yes, your first 3 months, yeah. Yes. Yes, and then 30, and then 40. No. So it looks at your total for the month, and it hits you at your highest one. So if you put 20 people in, you're going to get the 5,000. Straight. You don't get the 1,000. If you put 30 people in, you get the 10,000. Straight. You don't get the 5 or the 1. You see, it just looks at your highest one, and it gives you off your highest one. Okay? That's a good question.
But she starts at 0 again next month.
Oh, yeah. Every month you start at 0. So it's month to month, you see. Yes. But you're recurring. This is right. So Casper, understand. Remember, there were 3 ways you earned. Okay. The returns program is the accumulating income. So the returns, every month you make your team bigger, you earn more, you earn more, you earn more. Okay. But the Achievers Quest is there to give you quick bridging finance. Let's get you out of your job and into here quickly. But I need 15,000 Rand a month. I'm not going to get 15,000 Rand a month from my returns, not in month 1. I might get that after a year. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll bridge you with Achievers. Every month, put 20, 30, 40 people in, and we'll give you that extra cash. And it helps you bridge until your returns catch up. You see? All right, good, Casper. Good pick up there. There was somebody else with a question here before I go here. Did anyone help? No? Okay. Ken Nilio. Hey. I'm challenging names tonight, eh? Yo. I'm married to a foreign national. He only paid a lobola, so do you take that as a marriage or? Question mark, question mark, question mark. So, all right, I'm not a complete expert. I'd have to go back into the details on this. As I understand it, under South African law, a marriage is only a marriage once it has been registered, okay? And you can register after you've paid lobola, after you've done certain things, but you do need to be registered as married in order to be married. The route that gets you there can vary. So it can be a lobola payment or a church service or a study, but you have to register your marriage in order to be married. Okay, so we will only recognize your marriage if you can show us it's been registered. We don't really care how you got married, as long as you can go, yeah, here's my marriage certificate. I'm married. Okay, so every now and then we'll get somebody to say, no, but you know, and it normally magically happens. We were talking about this on Saturday. Okay, so we get mainly the females because they're the hardest workers. Okay, so they come in and they build a fabulous channel. And by the time they get to rank 9 and they're going on the holiday, a husband materializes next to them. It's the first time any of us have ever seen him. They've been working for 2 years flat out, but this is the first time we've seen them. And he's got his arm around them, loving them, carrying their handbag. Hasn't done anything for 2 years, but now he's carrying their handbag. And then it goes, no, I'm her husband. And I'm like, really? Where's the marriage certificate? No, I paid lobola. I'm like, you paid lobola. Where's the marriage certificate? You see? You are the boyfriend. And the boyfriend doesn't get to come on the holiday. Okay? So for all of our near rank 9s, if you want your boyfriend to come with us on the rank 9 trip, you need to get married and I need a marriage certificate. No matter which direction, cultural, tribal, whatever, as long as it's registered, then it's a marriage. Okay, wait, sorry. So I'm going to get to you now, Sandra. Paul. They need to get married tonight. Exactly. Yes, Sandra, yeah. So on all of our trips, it depends. Okay, so it does. On all of the standard rank 9s and the rank 14s and all of those trips, it's 2 kids under the age of 17. They've got to be 16 or younger to come along. And if you've got more than 2 kids, it's a simple solution. Just pick your 2 favorite ones. You do. Use it as an incentive in your household. Use it. You talk to them in January. I am going on holiday in December. Who's coming with? This will be determined by behavior, academic result. You can put a whole criteria table down for them, and then the 2 that achieve it come with. Okay. So it's you, your spouse, and 2 children. All right. Yeah. All right. Non pumelelo. Non pumelelo. Yes. All right. Can someone who is turning 70 years in April this year take a funeral cover? No, they can't. So that again is very product specific. Go and look through the product training videos. They're just 5-10 minutes long, and they go through the terms and conditions. Certain products people over 70 can take, certain products they can't. So I think the life insurance they can't, the funeral they can't, but the personal accident cover of R1 million, they can. So you need to go and watch the products, and each one will explain who can and who can't, and that'll solve it for you. Paul? Yeah, you can. So if you're under 70, even if you're 69, then obviously you can take it on the funeral. It just depends on all of these sorts of things. Okay. Legendary. Good evening, team, and Brendan. Just wanted to ask, what exactly is Converge and what makes the 2024 Converge special? So as I said to you, Converge is our biggest recognition event of the year. It's where we recognize the top performers of the year before, and you can get invited to watch, to attend. It's black tie, 5-star, 8 courses. It's crazy. Like, it's crazy. It becomes a fantastic event for building testimony and content for all of your connections. The guys come in there, it's cameras, it's crazy, and yeah, you just can't afford to miss it. And to come to Converge, you need to be ranked 4 and above, or a nominee for one of the awards, or a special invite by us. So you've got to perform. That's what gets you there. And what's special about 2025? Brand new venue, brand new format, new performers. You're going to love it. You're going to love it, as you always do. All right, I think we can wrap it up on that. There was a great Q&A session. Normally I've got to get blood out of a stone. That was fantastic. Told you, Tuesday nights, man, they are the place to be. So fabulous stuff. Yes, one last question. Just one encore, yes.
So if you went direct to, say, Bright or
Yeah,
Phantom or
yeah.
whatever, would that same policy be more than what it was going through? Or is it less going
It's
or is it
completely,
the
no, so it's completely dipped, what's the word? It depends. It completely depends. So the question is, if you went directly to the insurers, could you get the same products at the same prices? Some yes, some no. It depends on the insurer and their distribution channels. So they're distributing specific products of theirs through our channel. That comes with its own cost structure for the product, and so sometimes they adjust their prices differently. It's always going to be in the ballpark. You know, it might be slightly less or slightly more. It's not going to be massively different. It depends on the cost structure of their distribution method for the product. So it just depends. Our products are generally very competitive. I've never, in the 10 years we've been doing this, not once has anybody ever said our products are too expensive. Not once. So they've never gone to the insurer and gone, oh, I can get it at 100 Rand less here. It's never. It might be 3 Rand or 5 Rand or 10 Rand less. But it just depends on the insurer. The insurers calculate the prices. Yeah. Well, you can't do it. Yeah, exactly. So the only difference here, of course, is you're in this wonderful business where you're able to build an asset and create income for yourself at the same time. Can't do that if you go direct. Yeah, theoretically, if you're building the income, yeah. Lots of benefits for doing it through DuePoint. All right, so wonderful stuff, guys. Thank you so much for this evening. We've got one last thing we're going to do this evening. We're going to remember for the last time our 2024 Mega Quest. We've got a wonderful video the guys have been put together. It made me very, very happy. And I wanted to not remind you of Saturday, I wanted to inspire your year ahead. Just because that incentive is now finished, it doesn't mean that there are none running right now. I've just talked about Nautilus and many others that will come. There are always incentives at DuePoint, and the incentives are there to make the work worth it. To make the work worth it. Sinclair, you're here with us this evening. Sinclair won herself a car on Saturday. 384,000 Rand worth of car. We got it. Sinclair won it not because she just won it randomly. There's very little random at DuePoint. She worked incredibly hard. If I'm not mistaken, you really started working, I think you might have even joined us on the 6th of December last year. So Sinclair's been with us now for, call it 13 months. And in 13 months, she's gone to rank 7. She's going to be rank 9 in the next couple of months, coming with us every year on a holiday. But she worked hard, along with many other people. And Saturday was a celebration of that hard work, as we will have other celebrations this year for people who are working hard. Watch this highlight reel and be inspired for 2025.
Mega Quest draw today.
We have Patricia with us from Cherry today. She is going to be doing the honors of drawing out the name. And today's winner is Zinko Mabete! 213 entries in the box. Zinkley had a 1 in 9 chance. Zinkley, shall we go and take a look at your car? Let's go take a look at your car.
My firstborn say, "Good luck, mommy," for the draw. Yeah. I'm the first person who owns this car in this family. I'm the first person. Yeah. I respect DuePoint and stuff. You.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good week. Get those heads down. Let's be inspired and let's build. Income, here we come.